Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into the super fascinating world of artificial intelligence. Today we're basically going to be tech detectives, breaking down exactly how these invisible companions in our digital lives actually work. So whether you're in grade 6 and learning these concepts for the very first time, or you're just looking for a crystal clear breakdown of a technology that is literally changing our world, you are in the exact right place. Let's get started.
Okay, let's kick things off with a simple question just to get our gears turning. When you log in to watch a show, how in the world does the app miraculously know your exact taste in movies? Or, think about this. How does a search engine know what you're typing before you even finish spelling the word?
Well, the secret behind that little bit of magic is artificial intelligence. At its core, AI is a technology designed to allow machines and computers to think, learn, and act a bit more like you and me. Instead of just following basic, boring, programmed instructions, AI helps machines learn from experience. It helps them understand information like human speech, which, by the way, we call natural language processing, and even recognize images, which is known as computer vision. Basically, it can take in a ton of information and make surprisingly smart decisions based on it.
So, here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. AI in your daily life, 2. The history of AI, 3. How these machines actually think, 4. The types of AI capabilities, 5. Why we even need AI, and 6. AI versus human intelligence.
All right, part 1. AI in your daily life.
You know AI is constantly collecting information, like your interests or your shopping habits, just to give you a more personalized experience. When YouTube or Spotify recommend a new song or video, yep, that's AI learning your taste. When you play a video game, the enemies that chase you and actually make smart moves, that's powered by AI game logic. When you ask Siri for the weather, it's using AI to understand your voice. Tesla and Waymo use AI cameras and sensors to drive cars entirely without a human. And tools like Google Translate, they use AI to instantly break down language barriers. It is truly everywhere.
Moving right along to part 2, the history of AI.
Now, believe it or not, this futuristic technology actually has a pretty long history. The modern journey started way back in 1950 when a brilliant mathematician named Alan Turing suggested that machines could actually think. He even developed the famous Turing test to prove it. Then, in 1956, an American computer scientist named John McCarthy officially coined the term artificial intelligence. Fast forward to 1980, which is often called the year of AI, and we saw expert systems actively helping machines make decisions. And man, since the year 2000, the development of smart robots in cars has absolutely exploded.
Okay, part 3. How AI machines actually think.
So, the big question is, how do these machines get so incredibly smart? Well, it all comes down to something called training data. Think about it like this. Just like you need to study your textbooks to learn a subject and pass a test in school, AI needs to study training data. By looking at thousands or literally millions of examples, it learns from experience. And the rule of thumb here is, the more data it sees, the smarter it gets, allowing it to choose the absolute best actions from a ton of different options.
Now, when we look at how AI actually functions inside its digital brain, we can divide it into a few categories. Let's look at the first functional type, reactive machines. These are the simplest, earliest forms of AI. And get this, they have absolutely no memory. None. They just react to what is happening right in front of them right now, always giving the exact same output for the same input. Think of a traffic light sensor that just detects your car and changes the light. Or IBM's famous Deep Blue chess computer. It looks at the board and picks the best move, but it has zero memory of any games it played before.
Stepping it up a notch, we have the second functional type, limited memory AI. This is actually the most powerful kind of AI we use today. It acts a bit like a rear-view mirror on a car, temporarily storing recent historical data so it can improve its decisions and adapt to totally new situations. So when ChatGPT remembers the conversation you're currently having so it can give you a perfectly relevant reply, or when a self-driving car remembers recent lane markings and the speeds of the cars around it to steer safely, that is limited memory AI in action.
All right, let's jump into part 4, types of AI capabilities.
In your curriculum, this first capability level is called Artificial Narrow Intelligence, or ANI for short. The best way to think about narrow AI is to picture a straight-A student who's an absolute unbelievable genius in one single subject, but doesn't understand anything else whatsoever. It is designed to do one specific task extremely well. And here is the kicker, guys. Literally, all the AI that exists in the real world today is narrow AI. Think about it.
Spotify is incredible at recommending music, but there's no way it can drive your car. A chess AI plays at a superhuman level, but actually has no idea how to play checkers. A weather AI can predict rain with 95% accuracy, but it couldn't write a poem if its life depended on it. They are completely locked into their specialties. Now, if an AI could eventually learn to be as smart as a human in every single subject, we'd call that general AI, or AGI. But on the completely opposite end of the spectrum is super AI, or artificial superintelligence. This is a purely theoretical science fiction concept right now. We definitely have not built this yet. But if we did, this AI would surpass all human intelligence in every single field: science, art, emotions, strategy, you name it. It would literally be smarter than every human who has ever lived combined. It could potentially solve mysteries like curing all known diseases in just a matter of days. Pretty mind-blowing to think about.
Which brings us to part 5. Why do we even need AI?
With all that incredible power, you might be asking why we're so eager to use it. Well, it's because AI has a massive real-world impact across safety, science, and society. AI can step in to do highly dangerous jobs, like defusing bombs or working in radioactive disaster zones, so humans don't have to. In science, AI can scan medical X-rays to spot diseases way faster than human doctors, and even help design brand-new medicines. And for our society, it provides absolutely vital accessibility tools like text-to-speech for people with disabilities, and it can even monitor our forests and optimize our energy grids to help us fight climate change. It's a real game changer.
And finally, part 6, AI versus human intelligence. Let's do a little head-to-head comparison.
So AI definitely has some super strengths, right? It can process millions of data points in mere seconds, find hidden patterns in huge data sets that a human eye would completely miss, and work 24/7 without ever needing to sleep or take a coffee break. But what about humans? Well, your super strengths are things a machine currently can't even touch. We naturally understand context, humor, and sarcasm. We can learn a brand new concept from just 1 or 2 examples instead of needing millions. And most importantly, we have the ability to feel empathy, apply common sense, and make complex ethical judgments. That means we actually understand the difference between right and wrong to keep each other safe in a way a machine simply cannot.
So I'll leave you with this final provocative thought to discuss with your classmates or just ponder on your own. As AI continues to evolve, consume more and more training data, and get noticeably smarter every single day, do you think a computer will ever truly be able to understand human emotions? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Focus learners, keep asking those great questions, and I'll catch you next time.